Hey guys, it's True with GunsAmerica's Hunt365, and this is our next episode of Wolf Hunting Tips. I'm with Zach Owens. Some of you know him as Beyond the Backcountry on social media. This guy has called, hunted, shot, trapped, done all kinds of stuff, but he's one of the most successful wolf hunters here in Idaho at actually going out and finding them and shooting them. He shot quite a few of them. And so today we're going to be talking about cartridges and rifles and some just sort of tips and suggestions on what we recommend that you use. So Zach is of the opinion the wolves are one of the toughest animals to shoot.
I truly believe, for size wise, there's nothing tougher.
Okay, and he believes that because he shot a bunch of them and they don't die. So tell us a couple of quick stories.
Yeah, I mean, I've killed 7 wolves myself and then called in multiple for other people. Of the ones I've shot, I have never shot one time.
Okay, and so give me some examples of cartridges that you shot wolves with.
So I've shot them with 6.5 Creedmoors, I've shot them with 6.5 PRCs and 6.5 by 300 Weatherbys.
Okay, so those are some pretty big cartridges. So as you guys know, I'm a hunter and a shooter as well, and I think bullet selection matters here.
For sure.
And so we'll touch on that in just a minute. But today, I want to tell you what we're hunting with. We've been out hunting wolves today. We've been going pretty regularly, and we've been getting on them. And today, you're actually shooting a semi-auto.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your setup, just real quick.
Yeah. So this is actually a Crown precision rifle, but it's in a 308.
Okay.
AR-10 platform. Got a can on it, but my main thing with the semi-auto is I have had multiple opportunities on wolves where I killed one wolf where I definitely could have killed more with a semi-auto.
Okay, because you're running a bolt gun, it just wasn't quite fast enough to have made multiple hits.
Yes.
Okay, now, so when we go together, like there's times when we both bring a semi-auto, but oftentimes we try and complement each other with what we bring. And so today he's bringing a semi-auto, so I brought a long-range bolt gun so that if we had wolves that hung up at 600-800 yards, we'd still have a shot at tagging one of them. So I'm actually shooting, he's shooting a 308, and I'm actually shooting a 6.5 PRC. I'm shooting Hornady's 143 grain ELDXs. I'm also suppressed. I've got an AB suppressor. This is a Seekins Precision Havoc Element. It's a super lightweight rifle. It shoots incredibly small, tight groups. This is a Hatch Out West bipod, which allows me to be sitting. And we also often carry tripods and attach our guns. We've both got Arca Swiss on our rifles because there's times when you can't get up over the brush, or you have to be able to shoot.
Deadfall,
deadfall. You got to be able to shoot standing or kneeling, and a short little prone bipod isn't going to cut it. So you're shooting a Leupold VX5 scope?
Yep, VX5, Stingerworks can, and this is like one of the lightest AR-10s. It's like carbon everything. A BSF barrel on it, so.
The mountains are big here, and you start
light.
You start feeling whatever way you're carrying pretty quickly. This rifle is actually a 5.5 pound rifle, and this is a really super lightweight suppressor. This is actually a Leupold Mark 6 so that I can dial. I carry a SIG Kilo 10 range-finding binocular. We carry spotting scopes. You're carrying binos and a rangefinder as well. But that's kind of our setup. So as far as calibers, guys, honestly, like based on the experience and what most people have found, you don't want a bullet that is necessarily designed for punching through like a moose 100%. Or an elk, right? Because those are designed to like punch through bone before they open up, make sure they make it in far enough to hit vitals. These wolves are weighing somewhere between what, 80 and 120 pounds?
I mean, 120 is on the huge side, but like say 90 pounds average.
But you're not going to really find one that's bigger than 120. So that's not really like a huge animal.
No, paper thin skin, honestly.
Okay, so really what you want is a bullet that's going to go through and open up immediately and do a lot of damage. So high velocity with more of like a varmint style bullet is going to do a lot of damage. Versus like you get like a big 300 Win mag with like an elk hunting bullet, and it might not do as much damage as you'd like to see just because it's made to penetrate further before opening up. Needs more. So you want something that's going to open up quicker, do more damage, possibly explosive. I mean, how far have you had to trail a wounded wolf before?
Over a mile.
Okay, and how bad were they hit?
And I hit it good. I mean, I was a little high, but that 6.5 by 300 was going so fast. 127 grain Barnes was going so fast at 100 yards. It was basically shooting it with an FMJ.
Okay, so Barnes bullets are famous for being used on heavy skin, heavy muscled, heavy boned animals when you need crazy penetration, right?
Yep.
So I mean, as a shooter, as a reloader, I would argue that that is not the kind of bullet that you want to shoot on a wolf.
Absolutely not.
So even though your bullet's going really fast, that's a great cartridge for long range mountain stuff.
Yeah.
Really flat shooting. Probably not the best bullet choice.
Yeah, even in the ELDX at distance, I've killed multiple wolves with them, and they performed great. But at close range, if your gun's fast, if it's high feet per second, there is a chance that it doesn't have the time to expand. I actually had that when I shot a wolf at 34 yards with one.
Okay. So guys, high BC bullets, especially if you want to shoot long range, they're going to open up quick, do devastating damage without having to have a lot of time to expand. Now, let's talk about kind of the minimum caliber side of things. Certainly, there have been wolves shot with 223s.
Yep, right? I know people, yeah.
Yep, people, but most of the time they've had to be shot multiple times. Yeah. It's not something that if you've got something a little bigger that we would recommend.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Almost always, if you can do bigger than 223, do it. But I think 243 is a great place to start. Anything 6mm 243 would be a good spot. Any of the 6.5s, especially if you get varmint style bullets.
Yep.
And then obviously you can go up from there.
I think you're never going to be overgunned on a wolf.
Okay. Okay, so there you have it, guys. There's a few ideas. There's the setups that we're using today to go out and chase wolves, and we've been out doing it, and we're going to keep doing it. So we appreciate you watching. If you've got questions, make sure you comment. We'll answer them, or we'll do a video to answer them if you've got questions that we have not talked about. But please like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time here on Hunt365. Thanks for watching.